Alex and Jamie had been texting non-stop for 2 weeks about this date. They picked Saturday because the forecast said dry and bright, and the theme park was running a 2-for-1 deal. Alex got there early, parked his little blue Fiesta near the front, and leaned against the ticket kiosks, scrolling through his phone. He'd gone for dark jeans, white trainers, and a navy hoodie with a university logo. Nothing flashy, just comfy. Jamie rode up in her red Mini at 11:05, window down, music thumping. "All right, sorry. Sat-nav took me the scenic route," she laughed, jumping out and locking the car with a beep. Alex grinned. "No drama. I've only been here 10 minutes. Ready?" They joined the queue snaking round the barriers. Kids in neon caps darted about while parents wrestled pushchairs. Overhead, the big wheel turned lazily against a pale November sky. "Still up for the stealth drop?" Jamie asked, nudging him. "Born ready," Alex lied. His stomach was already practicing somersaults. Inside the gates, the park hit them with noise and sugar. Pop music pumped from every corner, mixed with the metallic scream of coasters and the ping-ping-ping of arcade games. A bloke in a giant hot dog costume handed out flyers. First stop, the roller coaster. The queue twisted like a conga line. Jamie snapped selfies. Alex checked the height restriction sign for the 3rd time. "Favorite ride as a kid?" she asked. "Nemesis at Alton Towers," he said. "Did it when I was 12 and swore I'd never go upside down again." Clearly, a lie. They reached the front. The attendant clipped them in, pulled the bar down tight. The train crawled up the lift hill, click, 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 until the whole park spread out below like Lego. Jamie squeezed his hand. Deep breath. 90 meters straight down. Alex's shout came out more squeak than roar. Loops, corkscrews, 0G roll. 2 minutes later, they staggered off, hair vertical, legs jelly. "Again?" Jamie teased. "Give me 5 minutes and a paper bag," Alex wheezed. They drifted to the Midway Games. Alex rolled up his sleeves at the basketball hoop. 3 shots, 20 quid. First 2 rimmed out, the 3rd swished clean. The stallholder handed over a giant pink unicorn. "Nice one, mate." Jamie hugged it. "He's called Cullen. Cullen the unicorn." "Course he is." Hunger kicked in. Around 1. The food court smelled of onions and vinegar. They queued at the proper Chippy Van grease-stained menu. Handwritten specials. Cod and chips twice, mushy peas curry sauce on one, gravy on the other, Alex ordered. "Salt and vinegar?" the lad asked. "Loads," they said together. They carried the trays to a picnic table near the duck pond. Seagulls circled like sharks. Jamie peeled open the paper. Steam curled up. Nothing beats chippy chips by water. Alex dipped one in curry sauce. Remember that place in Whitby? We got soaked and ate them on the seawall. Yeah, and you dropped half in a rock pool, she laughed. They talked between mouthfuls about work, Jamie marking, Year 9 mock exams, Alex stuck in endless Zoom calls, about Christmas plans. His mum already asking if Jamie was coming, about the new series everyone was binging on Netflix. After lunch, they wandered to the ghost train. It was cheesy. Plastic skeletons, recorded cackles, but Jamie still grabbed his arm when the lights went out. They came out squinting into daylight. Fancy the teacups? Alex asked. Only if you promise not to spin us till we're sick. Too late. Alex gripped the wheel and cranked it like a rally driver. They whirled, shrieked, and stumbled off dizzy and giggling. Next, the Ferris wheel. The pod rocked gently as it climbed. At the top, they could see the M25 in the distance. Tiny cars crawling like ants. Jamie rested her head on his shoulder. This is nice. No signal, no emails, just us. Alex kissed the top of her head. We should do quiet stuff more often. Back on the ground, they tried the dodgems. Jamie was ruthless, ramming anyone in her path, reversing like a pro. Alex mostly tried not to stall. By 4 o'clock, the sky had turned soft orange. The park lights flickered on, strings of bulbs glowing against the dusk. One more big ride? Jamie said. The log flume? Deal. The queue was short now. They climbed into the fake wooden boat, plastic ponchos rustling, water sloshed around their trainers. Up the conveyor belt, slow and creaky, then whoosh, down the drop. A wall of water slapped them full in the face. They climbed out soaked, laughing so hard they could barely walk. Jamie's mascara had run. Alex's hoodie clung like wet cardboard. Photo? She said, holding up her phone. They posed dripping, arms round Colin the unicorn. Click. Hot chocolate fixed everything. They found a kiosk selling proper thick cocoa with whipped cream and marshmallows. S'mores flavour, the girl said. Jamie raised an eyebrow. British s'mores? Close enough, Alex shrugged. They sat on a low wall, legs swinging, watching families head home. A little boy dropped his balloon. It floated up into the darkening sky. Jamie sipped her drink. Today's been class. We've done every ride, eaten our weight in chips, and I've got a new mate. She patted Colin. Alex checked his watch. Park closes in 20. Fancy one last go on the big wheel? Sunset view. They dashed back, last pod of the day. As they rose, the sun slipped behind the trees, painting everything gold and pink. Below, the coasters stood silent, lights twinkling like stars. Jamie turned to him. Thanks for today. Best date in ages. Alex smiled. Same. Next weekend? cinema and curry? Your own. The wheel stopped at the top, rocking gently. For a minute, they just looked at each other. City lights starting to sparkle in the distance. Then the pod descended, and the magic folded itself away for another day. In the car park, they hugged goodbye, damp but happy. Jamie tossed Colin onto the passenger seat. "Text me when you're home," Alex called. "Will do. Night trouble." He watched her tail lights disappear, already counting the hours till next Saturday. Vocabulary from the story. Rolled up. We use rolled up to mean arrived, usually by car. So if I say, "She rolled up in her red Mini," it just means she showed up casually. No rush, no stress, just arrived. It's very British and sounds friendly.
Well, Kit Kat's just rolled up, blubbing her eyes out, and now you're here.
Sat-nav is short for satellite navigation, basically the GPS in your car. Brits don't usually say GPS, they say sat-nav. Like, my sat-nav took me the scenic route, meaning it made me drive the long, pretty way by mistake.
Got a full tank of gas, sat-nav address.
Have you found the little cubby hole behind the sat-nav screen in there?
I love the way the sat-nav is integrated into the main instrument binnacle rather than a separate ugly screen.
Set the sat-nav for Switzerland.
Somersaults. A somersault is when you flip over. But if your stomach does somersaults, it means you're nervous or excited. For example, his stomach was doing somersaults before the ride. You can almost feel that mix of fear and excitement.
This man would have scientists all over the world turning somersaults in the air.
Bloke. A bloke just means a man. It's a super common, friendly British word. Like a bloke in a giant hot dog costume handed out flyers. It sounds casual, like saying some guy.
I'm a perfectly ordinary, harmless bloke. Not the bloke you need, eh?
Staggered off. If you stagger off, you walk unsteadily, like you're dizzy or can't keep your balance. They staggered off after the roller coaster. You can picture them wobbling after the ride. Funny and real.
Staggered off to the loo.
Ido just kept complaining and sort of staggered off into the distance.
Cod. Cod is a type of white fish, the classic one used in fish and chips. So when you hear cod and chips twice, please, that's the most British order ever. Every chippy serves cod. Lad. A lad is just a boy or a young man. You'll hear it everywhere in the UK. The lad asked, "Salt and vinegar?" It's warm, casual, and very local.
You're a good lad, Frodo.
What sort of expression is the lad wearing on his face?
It's what I've wanted since I was a wee lad in the Highlands.
Good lad.
Squinting. To squint means to half close your eyes because it's too bright. Like, they came out squinting into daylight. You know that feeling when you step outside after a dark place? That's it.
No, you're squinting like you need glasses.
If I'm really squinting, you kind of look like Tilda Swinton.
And right there, just near the freight elevator, I saw this great big old jerk squinting around the corner.
You were squinting.
Sloshed. If something sloshes, it means liquid moves or splashes around noisily. Water sloshed around their feet. You can almost hear the sound. That splashy, messy feeling after a water ride. In Northern England, people sometimes say class to mean great, fantastic, or brilliant. It's a friendly local way to say you really enjoyed something. Today's been class means it's been amazing. Cultural notes from the story. Fish and chips. A national classic. The main meal in the story was cod and chips, Britain's most iconic dish. It's usually served with mushy peas, curry sauce, or gravy. What's lovely is that even at theme parks, people still choose proper British food over American-style fast food. Hot chocolate and British comfort. The story ends with hot chocolate, cream, and marshmallows. A perfect example of the British idea of comfort after chaos. After a long, cold or tiring day, Britons love to unwind with a warm drink, tea, cocoa, or even a cuppa by the fire. It's not a rule, but it's part of the culture. A small, cosy ritual. Sat-nav and the scenic route joke. When Jamie says, "The sat-nav took me the scenic route," she's making a very British joke. Drivers here often say this when their sat-nav sends them the long way round, usually through pretty countryside instead of the quick route. It's a classic bit of British humour, gentle, ironic, and self-aware. Brilliant work, everyone! You've done really well today. Listening, shadowing, and practicing real British English. Remember, little bits every day make a big difference. Take a break, have a nice cuppa, and I'll see you in the next lesson.